new to the channel this week, we've got 2 in-depth episodes that will help you master all the best kinds of salad dressings you could ever need to know how to make, including, drumroll please, Barbie-inspired salad dressing. Yay, trends. Today, in just 10 minutes or less, I'll be walking you through all the steps to make these 4 delicious and budget-friendly salad dressings. At the end of this episode, I will have links to my previous episode, which shows you 5 other delicious salad dressings. Some of them are pretty innovative and unique, like my ranch powder and a vegan Thousand Island dressings, plus a few more surprises, so make sure you're subscribed below so you don't miss out and so you can easily access all of my other awesome videos. And let's just get right to cooking. Drop the mad beets, yo. This mad beet sauce is seriously such a good hack to use up those few little remaining pieces of pickled beets at the bottom of your pickled beet jar that's sitting in the drawer of your fridge, dying a slow and painful death just waiting for it all to be over. This dressing is tangy, it's sweet, a little bit creamy, and it adds such a nice, pretty pop of color to any of your favorite meals. All right, let's get pretty and pink. So for mad beets, we're using some beet juice. Now, this is the pickled beet juice from that jar of pickled beets, which a lot of us have just sitting in our fridges. And we're gonna take some of those pickled beets. We're using about a 1/4 cup here. This is just gonna help to give it a little bit of a nice creamier, smoother texture once it's blended. And then we're gonna add some tahini. I love using tahini. A little bit of olive oil. And we're gonna add a little bit of maple syrup. And for just some extra flavor and seasoning, we're adding salt, pepper, and garlic powder. Ooh, this is like Barbie pink. I feel like this is the kind of salad dressing that Barbie would totally approve of. Okay, let's give that a little taste. Do that. Ooh, I'm making a mess. Mmm, yummy. Love the flavor of the pickled beets in there. It's actually surprisingly not too much of a pickled flavor. You just get that really nice earthy flavor of the beets, but it's sweet, it's a little bit vinegary, it's creamy, it's got a little bit of that nuttiness to it. Just yes. Yes, look at that color. Isn't that so pretty? Maybe I should just call this the Barbie salad dressing. What do you think? Let me know. Should I call it Barbie or should I keep it as Mad Beets? Get myself in filming zone. Maple mustard, so good. You guys, for the longest time, honey mustard was my jam. This combo of sweet and savory is honestly just the friggin' best. But of course, we're gonna make it vegan by swapping the honey for, you guessed it, maple syrup. My favorite way to enjoy maple mustard is as a dip for my french fries or crispy baked tofu, but it's also great as a spread, and of course, it makes a killer salad dressing. No fancy equipment required for this dressing. All you need is a jar. Okay, so easy peasy. We're gonna start with some olive oil. Pour that into your jar. Sound effects not included. Some maple syrup. Some apple cider vinegar. A big whopping tablespoon of some grainy Dijon mustard. This is my favorite kind of Dijon. Plop that in there, plus 1 tablespoon, I'd say rather, actually that's not a tablespoon, that's half a tablespoon of minced garlic. This is about 1 large clove. Mince it really finely or use a microplaner. You want to get it in as smallest pieces as possible. And lastly, just a little bit of salt and pepper. Super simp, guys, super simp. Now, fun part, grab yourself a lid. Preferably one that goes with your jar. And we're just gonna give it a nice shake. Oh, that made me sweat. And there you go. You guys have your own jar of maple mustard. It's that simple. Yes, just yes. Oh my God. Are you ready to get steamy? It's my steamy sauce, so steamy. Steamy sauce. That's right, I made my own semi-branded salad dressing that is dope. I use it on everything. It basically is another everything sauce that you can use as a dip, as a spread, as a condiment, as a dressing. It's really good. It has such a nice creamy texture. It is tangy, it's kind of sweet. It's definitely got some spice. It brings the heat, which is sort of why I called it steamy, because you might be a little steamy after. It's the perfect combination of salt, fat, acid, heat. Speaking of steamy, it is getting hot in here, let me tell you. Woo! Okay, let's get to this. So, all you need is a little jar, no need for a blender or a whisk. All you need is a jar and an arm that can do this. Okay, so we're gonna start with what I think is just my favorite ingredient in this whole recipe, pickled jalapeno juice. So if you buy a jar of pickled jalapenos, the brine, the juice that they are soaking in, this stuff is gold. Oh my God, it is so flavorful, it is so fragrant, and it adds an amazing spice, an amazing kick to this sauce. Oh my gosh, that's so good. So we're gonna add some of that. Yeah, if you like spice, this is gonna be your jam. We're gonna add a little bit of maple syrup just for, you know, some sweetness. Gotta balance out all the flavors. Spicy, sweet. We're gonna add some chopped green onion. Now this is just going to give it a nice texture. Gonna make it kind of herbaceous and fresh tasting. I just love adding green onion and garlic, which is right here, to my salad dressings. And as per usual, it's just not a salad dressing. There's no Dijon mustard in it. So we're gonna add a little bit of that. For a little bit of extra spice, we're gonna throw in just a pinch, about a 1/4 teaspoon of some red chili flakes. If you think that the jalapeno juice will be spicy enough for you, then you can omit this. You can always add it in later too if it's not spicy enough. We're gonna add some tahini. This is gonna make it super nice and creamy. It's gonna add a nice nutty and savory flavor to this salad dressing as well. And some salt and pepper. And we're gonna add some water. I have about a 1/4 cup here. I may not use all of it, but you can add in as much as you want just to help thin it out. Probably gonna use most of it. And then, as with some of our other dressings, we're going to just put the lid on it and give it a good shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your steamy sauce. Shake your steamy sauce. Shake your steamy sauce. Ooh, my gosh, that looks good. Finger is a totally acceptable utensil. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so good. It's kind of smoky from the pickled jalapenos, and it's sweet, and it's tangy, and it is not too spicy actually. Like, I figured this would be, you know, a little spicier. Oh, that is steamy. All hail Caesar. I don't know what that was. I've put a plant-based spin on one of the most popular classic salad dressings of all, Caesar dressing. Every non-vegan who's tried my Caesar salad has been totally blown away that it was vegan. There's no anchovies, no Parmesan cheese, just pure plant-powered deliciousness. You guys are gonna love it. It's one of my favorite dressings of all time now. Here's a quick overview of how to make your own Caesar dressing. I've already done this on the channel a little while back, but here you go as a quick little recap. All right guys, so for this recipe, you only need a handful of very simple ingredients like lemon juice, garlic, capers, tahini, and Dijon mustard. So we're gonna first start by finely mincing up our garlic cloves. You can use a garlic press if you wish, and you're also going to finely mince up your capers. Now, grab yourself a large bowl or a jar if you're gonna make this dressing and save it for later, and add in your lemon juice, the tahini, the Dijon mustard, a little splash of the caper brine just to add a little extra brininess, plus your capers, add in that minced garlic, a little splash of water to help thin it out, and we're just gonna whisk it all together until it's nice and creamy. Now, still a little too thick for my liking, so I added a little extra water to thin it out, and I'm just gonna add some freshly cracked black pepper and salt for seasoning and whisk it up until it's thoroughly blended and creamy. And then, since I'm making a Caesar salad, I'm just adding in all of my chopped romaine lettuce, and I'm just tossing it until it is totally covered in that delicious Caesar dressing. It is honestly so delicious, you guys. I also baked up some of these crispy croutons made from tofu, and they're just darn delicious, and I love this salad so much. Seriously, so good, you guys. Like, just major, healthier than store-bought, tastes way better than store-bought. Just make this from now on. Trust me, you will not regret it. You can even just dip some celery in there. Yes. As mentioned before, here's this episode where I featured my epic ranch powder, or maybe check out this video for some more salad inspiration for you this week. I love you, and now I leave you. Bye. I'm dropping mad beets.